Hello, my name is Professor Silvester Henderson. I am the CEO of Professor for Life Incorporated. On Professor for Life Incorporated, we interview famous academics and professionals from all over the world. And this morning, we're going to interview Dr. WonSong,
Yep.
Ph.D. and RN. He works as a manager for the Caldera Care Center, which is a long-term skilled nursing care and short-term rehabilitation facility. So I want to welcome you, Dr. Song. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. So let me uh, let me correct you one thing. Caldera Care is the last skilled uh, care facility I worked while I was in Washington State in
Okay.
2022, and since then I moved around. I went to New Jersey, Princeton area, and Maryland, Baltimore. And I had several different facility I worked on. Then 2024, about like October, I left Maryland and went to uh, Philippines to uh, search my girlfriend in the Philippines.
That's good. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
We're going to let you tell us all about that as we ask you, can you introduce yourself to our digital media world? Tell us, where did you grow up and share where you went to school?
Okay. Okay. Good. Sounds good. So I'm a Korean American. I was born in Korea, 19 excuse me, 1960, right after Korean War. So I mean, my family passed through a very tough time, Korean War, but I was lucky. I was the a young boy. Of course, my family was poor at the time, but I grew up in a big family, and then fortunately, I immigrated to U.S. in my age 23, and then uh, lucky enough, I was able to go to school, and then get a bachelor degree, master degree. And then eventually I became nurse. So I got the MSN degree. Then later I got the DBA in Walden University, and uh, finally PhD in engineering management in the Capital Technology University in Maryland.
Okay. Now tell
And
me, okay.
and I'm an army nurse.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Now, can you tell us in the various care facilities that you've managed,
Mhm.
um, can you kind of explain how have you defined your philosophy and how has it evolved while managing diverse clinical teams?
Okay.
Tell us about your leadership philosophy and
Yes,
how
yes.
you've managed diverse clinical teams.
Right. That is my favorite topic to talk about. I
Okay.
love, yeah, I love mentoring youngsters. And my philosophy, leadership philosophy, is servant leadership. And I'm a Christian, and
Okay.
I learned from Jesus Christ. He washed uh, his disciples' foot one time to demonstrate his philosophy. So I'm a disciple of Jesus Christ, and then I want to serve the community and the global, humankind, as a servant. And so I, in Korea, I had a job, and you know the uh, I learned their uh, leadership philosophy. However, Asian culture that's authoritative leadership, right? But in U.S., Christian country, I learned from the one Italian MBA leader about the servant leadership. Once I was a lab technician, so I work in the sharing floor, R&D lab.
Okay.
Um, my boss was a PhD, but my boss, director of R&D lab, R&D research lab, uh, Mario, Italian guy, he was an MBA, and he was our, director for the R&D lab. Of course, he gonna have a uh, weekly meeting on Monday morning every week, and then they lead the meeting to determine the strategy to develop the uh, drugs, right? However, another test he was done is this. He gonna just come into the lab where we working outside his office, and he gonna check our drawer, lab drawer, and then he gonna organize pipettes
Okay.
himself so that we can use those pipette, like efficiently. It's well organized, so we can just take it out and then use it like that. So he was helping his subordinate to do better work, you
Oh,
know.
wow.
So
Okay.
he was become servant for us as our boss. So it was wow, humble experience. I never seen that kind of leader in Korea. And it was like my intern years in a senior grade in the first college in U.S. And I felt very humble. Really, his demonstration of leadership. And since then, I decided to have a servant leadership.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I believe you have a great reputation, and I'm sure that you
Mhm.
have helped many people. You know what? What
And
systems or processes do you rely on to ensure consistent, measurable quality of care across your nursing staff? What systems or processes do you rely as you are measuring the quality of care that your nursing staff are giving?
Okay. So I'm thinking back of the experience I had in the Walter Reed military hospital. See, as a leader, especially army officers, the you need to have a 360 view. You need to know the whole environment. That that's the discipline of officers, and then however sometimes you need to focus in detail, not only just 360 view in a broad spectrum of environment. Sometimes you need to focus deep in detail, especially safety, safety
Okay.
area. So as a leader, you need to know how to flip-flop or shuffle around from the broad view. Then, as necessary, you need to focus on in a one area in detail, and so that is very important as a leader. Uh, you need to the actively use your brain to shuffle around, and then when it is necessary, you need to concentrate long enough, like maybe whole shift, one night. Or sometimes you need to just check whole area and the hospital like that. So I want to teach my the young the nurses following me. That is very important for this, especially for safety. You not only just multitasking. A human being cannot do multitasking. Human is not machine. So the human being, you need to focus on one thing at a time, deep enough. Then, if necessary, you gotta shuffle back and forth in different tasks quickly as a nurse. Of course, it I mean requires a lot of energy. Of course, that's why nurses burn out uh, quickly. So I recommend all the nurses, uh, the to manage themselves uh, for their stress level all the time. If they feel like there's too much stress, they need to stop working and relax. And that's a kind of meditation. So I mean, you need to know how to control yourself. Yeah, that'll bring
Wow.
you success. Yeah,
Wow. So basically, what you're saying in a nutshell is just that the leader has to be flexible, and
flexible. Yeah.
you have to the staff have to have enough confidence in you to follow
Mm.
your lead.
Yeah, yeah.
Which brings me to my next question: how do
Mhm.
you proactively prepare your team for audits, surveys, and compliance reviews? Because I know when you're working in the military, when you worked as the military manager for the nursing units, and then you worked
Mm.
at various skilled care centers as the managers, I'm sure there's always legal compliance
Right.
that you have to follow. And
Mm.
how did you prepare your teams for audits, surveys, and compliance reviews?
Okay. So I mean, you need to be open-minded, and especially in U.S., integrity is a very important essence of your value, professional or your personal life. Integrity is what make or break you. And that's as an army officer, I mean that integrity is very important. And like Washington, I mean, one time President Washington, I mean, he has a story when he was a baby. Remember the story that father bought the nice eggs, right?
Okay.
And the baby Washington was tested. And then one day he just asked the apple tree, father love.
Wow.
So when father, returned home, the apple tree is gone. So, but baby Washington just talked to his dad. I'm sorry, Dad. I want to try my ex, so I got that. He was very, I mean, the honest, and that's why, I mean, God helped him to be leader of the United States, first president, I believe.
That's right. You know what, Dr. Song? Can
Mhm.
you talk about the strategies that you use to mentor, coach, and elevate nurses who also show leadership potential? When you're
Mhm.
able to identify other professionals in your profession that you feel would be good leaders, what
Mhm.
strategies to use to help them to develop?
Yeah, I mean, my the teaching philosophy is for the adult. I mean, everybody has their own talents. Some may have five talents, others maybe have three talents. Or
Okay.
some people may have just one talent, born with it. Or they grow up from the baby and they learn. Everybody has different talents, right? So as a leader, or as a the the supervisor or not, I need to assess their value quickly as possible. And once, 그다음에 이 여러 나이대 지금 그 소리가 울려가지고, 예. quickly pass, I'm sorry, uh, quickly possible so that I can, bring them up more.
Wow.
And
Okay.
then I have to encourage them. I should not be a scared supervisor to them. There in Bible, Jesus said the servant had one talent, scared of his Lord, so he buried it in the ground, right? So that should not happen with me, okay? And if my servant did it, that's my fault, I feel, because
Right.
I I I let him scared of me. They have to have a confidence themselves enough to grow. So it is my job to, the to let them to be confident. I should not minimize them. I should encourage them, and whatever how much talent they have, I have to encourage them to grow, not just criticize them and minimize them. Whatever the talent is it's a great gift from God, small or big.
That's
So
right.
actually there's no difference. All the talent, one talent, two talent, three talent actually equal in my mind. It's a great gift from God. So we should have that set of, that kind of mindset as a leader to teach youngsters.
That's a wonderful philosophy. The whole
Mhm.
world
Yeah,
that's
yes.
full of leaders should adopt that. It's very
Mhm.
important to encourage. It's very
Yeah.
important to help to develop confidence and to be there for your staff or young professionals as they want to improve who they are. Which brings me
Mhm.
to another question. In
Okay.
many of your skilled nursing environments, you oftentimes face unexpected clinical or operational crisis. What is your
Yeah.
approach to rapid decision making under pressure when you have
Oh,
something that
okay.
just happens?
Right. So I mean, when some emergency happens, it's like your brain will usually like become the what you call the flight or the fight. That's a reaction. So as a leader, I should calm down first. I should control my mind. It is called inner communication. That's a meditation. Um, I look around 360-degree view. If there's emergency happen, then I have to acknowledge it first, and then I understand that's emergency. I have to accept it, but do not react on it. I should not react on it because I'm the leader, and I have other subordinate can have the situation. So I have to calm down myself first and then control myself. And then look for situation and then put right person in right uh, place. That should be my job. And of course, each individual will be react. That's fine. They should. They should react by the whatever they learn practice. Like for example, if they got the BLS training, they will automatically go on to the patient and start pumping like that. So that's their job. So I expect that. I expect my staff and subordinate react. But as a leader, I should not react. I should look for environment. first thing I need to do is, to secure the safety, and then just, look at 360 view and then go on. That's very important for the safety.
Wow. And you know what? Thank you for that. What you're
Mm.
saying in a nutshell is that you have to control your emotions.
Right, yes.
You have to control your emotions and not to react,
Mm-hmm.
but to stay calm enough in
Yeah,
order to guide your professionals to
right.
effective um, nursing duties, so they
Yes.
can help. They can help
Uh-huh.
bring the situations down. Which
Yeah.
brings us to an area that deals with workforce retention. You know,
Mm.
retention is a major challenge in long-term care.
Yeah.
What retention strategies have proven most effective for your nursing teams?
Well, it is not easy question to answer, I can say. I
Okay.
used to run home health agency. And retention is always the problem. Yeah, always problem. And money is not enough all the time. I can try to raise fund and give them more money. It's like a black hole. It's not easy to do it that way. And but another thing that I have to concentrate is the teamwork, building teamwork, and then each individual will love their team relationship. So team relationship is very important. And then as a team, everybody should be feel like a family member. Like even some personal thing. I mean, we need to care each other, because you are a human being. So I mean, that's very important. Of course, in America, usually we have individualism. However, as a leader, it's very important to, take care of each individual's need. Even family need. Right. So, I mean, sometimes it's very hard to go into too deep. I have to balance myself. I should not uh, violate the privacy of each step, but I will try to do my best to balance it out as a leader. Like, I mean, even in the army, all the soldiers supposed to be a property of the army, so it's okay. Like, take care of soldiers, but in a private company, that's a difference. So it's not easy, but I try to have sometimes potluck party, sometimes maybe once a month, something like that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
Social
yeah.
gatherings.
Yes, yes. Mhm.
Wow. So you
Mhm.
have to be innovative. That brings me to
Mhm.
what innovations, clinical, technological, or operational, do you believe will shape the future of nursing management in skilled nursing facilities? How
Yeah,
creative can people be?
technology is advancing, very fast. And I feel like healthcare, they're very slow catching up. So that is a big issue. So I mean, so we need to work hard for the change in management. So I mean, it's not easy. I mean, some people don't like to be changed. They like to stay in, their own niche. So I have to keep pushing them sometimes, but I have to balance. If I do that too much, they're gonna be stressed out, and they would not like it. So I have to take time. I gotta be patient. Yeah. But however, I just whenever I have like a new technology coming, I have to demonstrate and make it fun. That's what I need to do. Make technology fun as a game, for
That's right.
example. So that way, they not gonna be like scared about technology, or they're not gonna worrying about losing their job. Yeah. So I think that's the yeah, that is very understandable scare. I mean, if I think about it, like when we have the introduced the electronic health system first time 20 years ago, a lot of nurses had a hard time to learn new digital system, from the charting, paper charting. So many old people quit, retired, and I even saw some uh, nurse crying because they could not keep she could not keep up. So it's not easy, but then the um, but we need to get I don't know. I mean, I each individual have to I mean accept the change coming in, and then they need to learn. They have to adapt as quickly as possible. That's the no choice. I mean, but I am trying to make those jobs easy as possible to learn new things, especially for the older people. Yeah.
That's right. Find innovative ways to make technology not feel like a threaten, like you're threatened with something, but try to
Yeah.
make it like you're evolving into something.
Yeah, and then make it fun, like a game.
That's right.
Yeah, that's what I did to my son. When he was a 3 year old, 4 year old, I teach him a game, computer game, rabbit,
Okay.
jumping, like that. And then he loved it. And then he was on it, concentrating all day sometimes. But he grew out, and then when he was high school, I, I, I gave him computer parts. And then, I'm a, uh, engineer, so I know how to make a computer. Uh, so, uh, so I just bought the part and give it to him. Okay, you can make computer your own. And he did it, and he was, wow! I made a computer home. He
That's
was in
wonderful.
junior in high school, and he loved it. And when he went to college, he studied computer science, and he became programmer. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You know what, Dr. Song, you have so many skills, and I
Uh-huh.
really enjoy hearing you express your deep care for
Uh-huh.
patients, for professional development, for professional encouragement,
Okay.
for sharing and helping to develop confidence. And I have
Mm.
one more question for you.
Okay.
Nursing managers often face ethically complex situations.
Yeah.
How do you navigate decisions that require balancing patient rights, family
Mm.
expectations, but yet organizational constraints?
Okay. It's not easy. I had a lot of, uh, cases. I experienced it. I mean, the but the I cannot just provide whatever patient wants. There's a limit. Uh, the legal compliance, or I mean, if I just let them take whatever they want, they may abuse the system. So I gotta be careful. And then whatever I do, I have to uh, balance it out. And however, uh, I should have compassion in my mind first. Compassion, provide care with a compassion. However, the same time, I have to uh, uh, look for their respect for me. It is not just one sided. My job is not just one sided. They have to give me a return too. Yeah, that's my philosophy. And sometimes I'm gonna be tough. I need to be tough, then I'm gonna be tough.
You have to make sometimes firm decisions, but you have to balance it with legal constraints,
Right.
organizational constraints, and
Mhm.
then find a way to offer care and compassion to the patients
Right. Right.
at
Yeah.
the same time to try to lessen uh, lawsuits.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? We've talked so much about so many of your leadership areas. Let me ask the question: how long did you serve in the army? You retired from the army, right?
Yeah. Right. It was my age 24 when I joined the army, and I was serving the army full time then for 2 years as a I was a cook. I was an army cook for 2 years.
Oh wow.
Then
Okay.
yeah, then I get out. I was discharged, honorary discharged. But in the country, in each country, you usually sign for at least 6 years at the time. Now it's 8 years. So after then, I served 4 more years part time reserve. That's what I did, and then I get out in 1990, uh, uh, just before the uh, first Gulf War. Remember the Gulf War?
Yes, sir.
We had to build a big the force there against Iraq. I think it was Iraq at the time. So I was scared, and I get out. And then 1990. Then I was, out for a few years. Then I feel like, well, I mean, the army life is, good for my financial, So I decided to go back in it's 1999, almost 9 years later, and I joined the National Guard. Yeah, National Guard. So part-time wise, so I became medic, and then served part-time for a while in the year 2002. Yeah, 2002. I found a full-time job there as a supply sergeant. So I joined National Guard full-time as supply sergeant in 2002. Then Iraq war, broke. So I had to be deployed in 2005. Yeah. So I served in Iraq for 1 year, came back, and at the time I tried to be an officer. My commander said, "No, your English is terrible. You need to go back to school." That's what he said. So okay, all right. So I already had a bachelor degree then. I finished the English requirement 2 years, but
Wow.
I went back to school just humbly. And then I took English course 1 and 2 again. I mean, this time not BSL. It's a pure English course, and I enjoyed it. And then I uh, transferred to Rutgers for school of nursing. Then I became a nurse. And then 2009, I joined the army, regular army, as an officer. Hooray!
Oh
That's what
wow.
I could. In my age of 49.
Oh
So,
wow.
yeah, at the time, 9/11, so they changed the, acceptance age for the army nurse. So I was lucky. So I think God helped me then. So I became a nurse. I'm a nurse in my age 49.
Wow.
Then I served 4 years active duty. Then I was discharged 2014, and then become reserve army again, and then served several years. And I was retired 2019 as a captain. Yeah,
Wow. Well,
yeah.
you know what? This has been such an enthralling interview. I am so
Mm,
looking forward to sharing this with the world. Do
good.
you
Okay.
have any final thought? Are there any final thoughts and ideas you would like to communicate with our digital audience?
Well, I mean, I love to share my idea about leadership, and especially about the talent, uh, story God, Jesus Christ gave us. And I want to be a humble leader, and I want to be a servant for people. The many Asian leaders, they're authoritative leaders, but they are the Confucius. But Christians, I mean, Jesus taught us to be humble and be servant to others. So that is my philosophy, and that's what I want to do as a leader.
I want to thank you,
Mhm.
Dr. WonSong, for taking the time out of your busy schedule to allow me, as the CEO of this podcast, to interview you. You
All
are
right.
such a humble man, but you have so much knowledge and passion, and you've had so many life experiences. It
Yeah.
was just a joy for me to engage with you today.
All right.
I
Thank you.
pray that God will continue to
Mm.
elevate your passions and continue to guide your words and your knowledge as you help train other medical professionals to
Hmm.
help the world more kindly. You are
Amen.
a
Yeah.
kind person, and you offer an element of Jesus Christ, which is
Mm.
humility. Thank you once again for your time.
Thank you very much. All
God
right.
bless you, and we'll be
God bless
talking
you.
soon.
Yeah.
Thank you
Take
very
care.
much, Sam. Bye bye
All right.
now.
Thank you. Okay. Bye.